knew it was a big city. I knew that was a busy city and that a little dog there wasn't going to survive.
In a love story for the ages, Gobi, a scruffy stray dog, made a remarkable bond with Dion, an ultra-marathon runner.
There has to be something, because it's not a normal man and dog relationship scenario.
When Dion first lined up to start his marathon through China's desolate desert, he noticed a furry four-legged contestant standing at his feet.
I didn't think too much of it. I thought she was with the crew and the organisers.
As the race began, the dog ran forward with Dion, starting their journey.
He just wanted to be around me, running in between my legs, running ahead of me, as if to say, come on, we can run this quicker.
Throughout the day, Dion ignored the Chihuahua Terrier mix, but that never stopped Gobi from running right beside him.
Gobi, as soon as she saw me, was in love, but it took me a few more days to realise it from my side.
Gobi continued to meet Dion at the starting line every day, forcing Dion to make some sacrifices.
At one point I can take the lead of the race, or I go back and help the dog cross a water crossing.
It's at these moments Dion felt his life and his attitude begin to change.
When I pick her up, have her in my arms, carrying her across the water, I look at her and sort of realise, this is pretty incredible, and maybe we were meant to be friends for a little bit longer than I first thought.
As Dion raced towards the finish line, he saw people cheering and shouting, but the commotion wasn't for him. It was for the small dog trailing behind him.
I had no idea that she was starting to become, famous.
Dion finished the race with a silver medal, and even better, a new best friend.
I've fallen in love with her, and I think to myself, I'd like to take the dog home.
But before bringing Gobi to Dion's home in Scotland, the dog would have to spend a month in quarantine in order to be approved for travel.
I basically just said, I'll be back, we'll see each other again.
After a few days of waiting for Dion to return, Gobi grew restless and she ran away.
It's day 2 of trying to find Gobi. Been out handing these since 6 o'clock this morning.
Finding Gobi in a country filled with stray dogs would be like finding a needle in a haystack.
I really was completely at the lowest I've been ever. Emotionally wrecked.
After 10 days of searching, Dion received a call from a family claiming to have found Gobi.
And she came running up to me and she was squealing and whining and barking. I was, of course, in tears. It was just joyous.
But Gobi and Dion's story still was not over. During her days living in the streets, Gobi became seriously injured and needed surgery to fix a broken bone in her leg. With the best care possible and plenty of love,
Got the tail wag still going?
Gobi made a full recovery.
There you go.
Finally, Gobi is cleared to fly home with Dion.
This is Gobi! Yeah.
In the end, Dion and Gobi got their happy ending and found their running buddies for life.